This is a different video than typical. This black spring just won't do. This is what it originally came with. Look how rad that looks with the red fork and the red accent under the seat and the red grips. Now I had to get the black spring because I had to uprate it by 50 pounds to a 450. But all the red springs were out of stock. I just wanted to test to see if the 450 pound spring will work, and it does. And they are still out of stock. Now the spring itself is pretty cheap. We're talking 33 bucks before shipping. But since I'm on vacation, the weather sucks, it's been raining, I'm gonna try to paint it. And I found a pretty close matching paint. We're gonna see if we can spruce this up to make it color match the rest of the bike. I'm gonna take the spring apart, see how it comes out. So this is the color I'm gonna use. It's kind of close when I match it up with the coil spring. It's much smaller, so yeah, should be close enough. The color is Regal Red, and it's a gloss paint by Rustoleum. I've read about this on 4x4 forums where people do paint their coil springs and they rust out. Same thing with like motorbikes. We'll try and see how it goes, see if this holds up. So here, with my original coil spring, the color matches a lot closer because again, like I said, it's much finer. This black coil spring only has been ridden on once, so the prep shouldn't be crazy. This is already a satin color. There's no gloss. All I need to do is take some alcohol and wipe everything down, wipe off all the dirt, let it dry, and start hitting it with some coats. Alright, I realized that this thing has to be sideways, so this way I can actually get a good coverage. Every couple of minutes, they say, spray another coat, but maybe only need the minimum required to do it. Let me check the other side now. But it's coming out really good, and it's really easy. Maybe after an hour I'll flip it over and paint the other side upside down, flip it the other way. Alright, instruction says wait a few minutes between light coats. So it's been about 2 minutes. Spraying as light as possible. And then I guess I'll wait an hour now. But it looks like got pretty good coverage even on the inside coil as well. But look at that already. Holy crap. The color match is only off by like maybe a shade or so. Pretty impressive. Let's see how it goes when I flip it the other way and install it back on the bike. Alright, so it's been half hour. It says it's... No, it's definitely not dry enough yet to touch. Gotta wait a little longer. I'm gonna paint it this way instead.
This side, actually.
Yeah. Pretty okay so far. Now I gotta wait 2 hours for it to probably be dry enough to the touch. So as expected, the bottom half of the springs cannot be seen from the paint. So it's been 2 hours. It's barely dry enough to the touch. So that's why I had to flip it around with the bowl, see how it looks.
Time to flip it the other way.
Shit. It's not exactly running right now. Yeah, it's pretty darn close. Gonna let it cure now for the rest of the day and then reinstall and see how it looks. But for the most part, looks pretty alright. Here you go. Now that it's done, look how close it looks. Like, maybe the shading is a half a shade off. But look how close it comes to the box of red on the lower forks, on the lower legs. So I'm gonna install it now and look at the final product. Look like I don't even need to order a new spring anymore. Obviously, I'm not gonna have the logos over here telling me the weight of the spring and the size of the spring. So let me just throw this on real quick, see what the final product looks like. Like I said, here it is, back to its old glory with the red coil spring. So if you're curious or interested in painting your Yari legs or your plain old black Rockshox springs to the Rockshox Ultimate Red, you can do it. It actually comes out really darn close. Even putting it side by side, you really can't tell the difference. So the color is going to be the rustoleum regal red gloss. Try it yourself. It's pretty darn good. And it's pretty easy as long as the prep is right. See you in the next video. Bye.